Hey everybody, I'm out on a walk. I have to laugh because my hair is the same color as the tree. I'd say that's growth. You know, as seasons change, we change. Or at least that's the hope. Hopefully you change, because sometimes people stay exactly the same, and that's not always a compliment, because over time, if somebody says, wow, you haven't changed at all, depending, on the context, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. But change is good. Growth is good. I got off track because there's people, and then I got embarrassed. You see how that happens? I had a message, right there. That was a prime example. So here I am, right, trying to share this message, and it's truthful, it's heartfelt, and then what happened was someone goes by and I get embarrassed, right? And get shy. And so you think about that. That would be an example of a small way that people hold their own selves back from things because you're always worried about what other people are going to think or what their perception is. And that's not really the way I want to live life. I have to stop that. You can't let anybody dim your light. You just can't. Because, if you just let people steal your joy, and if you just have no goal or vision and you're down to just feeling like nothing, that's a terrible place to be. But on the good side, you could only go up, right? That's where that growth comes in again. We often hold our own selves back. We see people around us and we get embarrassed, so we don't do certain things. Then you look back on it later and you're like, man, I wish I would have done blah, blah, blah. I don't want to look back over my life and say I wish I would have. I've done that enough up until this point, and I'm seeing that it's better to take these opportunities and make positive memories. How do you want to be remembered? What is your character? What did you stand for? What did you do that people remember you for? Were you a kind person? Were you a helpful person? Were you an honest person? Or was your goal more on getting money, being up in the club, shaking that ass? Some are still at that stage too, but I'm going to assume at some point they're going to have growth too. They're going to get out of that phase. People often don't realize the science and the hermetics and the spell casting that goes behind a lot of these things that you watch. See, a lot of these memes, which is basically just a sigil, and a lot of these dances and things that you do that you think are new, they're extremely old, and they're actually attached to rituals. So I could break down some of those rituals of what's done with what dances, but really that's kind of beside the point. It's one of those rabbit holes that people go down, because in the end, you could go down all kinds of rabbit holes, gain all kinds of knowledge, but then in your real life, what are you doing? Where's the humanity? That's the part, the humanity. So anyway, just thinking, sharing. Have a good one, y'all. Good vibes. God is good all the time.